Vidya News Now.
Our top story tonight. Pour one out for our lost brother, Dusk Golem. He took one for the team. Shots fired from the grassy knoll today, ringing out across the gaming sphere. Dusk Golem leaked a Silent Hill game in development and was taken out. As someone who was taken out for leaking Pyra and Mithra in Smash Brothers a year and a half out from their reveal, I can relate. It isn't easy being made privy to things. You feel like you have a right to report them, come what may. So what's this about a new Silent Hill? About time. No, actually, we don't know what it's about. There were 4 images leaked by Dusk Golem, all of which were taken down via DMCA by somebody, thus potentially proving their legitimacy. I still don't know why developers and publishers choose to authenticate rumors this way. Maybe it's a Japanese company thing, they're all daft. It could also be a copyright troll, who knows? Dusk Golem also left us some tantalizing bits of info. The names Anita and Maya were mentioned. The names could belong to characters, talent involved in the game, literally anything. I mean, we're grasping at straws here. Dusk Golem also mentioned SMS messages, which comes back to something Kojima had planned for Silent Hills, where the game's characters would harass you by text message if you didn't play the game for a while, or give you pertinent puzzle clues. Sounds like the idea stuck around. As for the 4 images, I cannot show them, through fear of Konami coming down on me. What I can do is describe the images. The first image depicts a warm red hallway made up of post-it notes. Visible are words such as fat, bitch, and never. At the end of the hallway is some kind of feminine figure, viewed from behind, whose head is obscured by these post-it notes. It kind of resembles a hallway on fire, the way the post-it notes fan outward and downwards. The second image looks like a game environment and user interface mock-up. It shows a document on top of a messy, cluttered kitchen drawer. To one side is a hob, covered in clutter. Everywhere else there is trash piled up, including a discarded toilet roll. The room looks like it stinks at least as bad as a British nightclub. There is text overlaid in Japanese. When translated, it appears to be a legal document informing a Mr. Christieman that the authorities will likely take his 2 children away from him, and he will be arrested for violation of Article 1631(2) of the Civil Code. I couldn't find a matching law from any country. I was hoping that we might be able to pinpoint something down that way. At the very least, we have 2 names and the mention of 2 children, Anita Christieman and Maya Christieman. Ooh, got real awesome McCool name vibes from those, I must say. The third image shows the same messy room. A couch that looks relatively stained. A table piled up with junk and children's toys. A wall with paper peeling away. More trash visible from the doorway, with no door attached. And mountains of trash bags. Reminds me of the Baker household from Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. It's a shame I can't show this image to you because this is an image you can smell, and it smells horrid. The last image is of a young, mixed-race female who I presume to be the protagonist. She has a tanned complexion, dark brown hair, bushy eyebrows, and deep brown eyes. Parts of her face are peeling away. Underneath are words and scribbles, like Rohan Kishibe used Heaven's Door on her or something. Clearly visible are the words I hate myself, and most notable, the British slang minger, which means someone who's so ugly the beer goggles can't even save them. The lady in the image hardly fits that description though, she's at least a 7. Could she be Anita Christieman? Or Maya Christieman? Who knows? Well, people seem to think Hideo Kojima knows. After that tweet not so long ago where Kojima Productions apologized for being silent, there's always a possibility that this is what Kojima Productions have been working on with Sony. Dusk Golem also stated that there was more than one Silent Hill game in development, so this doesn't necessarily go against the rumours that Bloober Team, of The Medium and Blair Witch, were supposedly working on a game with the Silent Hill license. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I mean, The Medium was in many ways Silent Hill-like, and far more respectful of the series than the second movie was with its stupid Pop-Tart jump scare. The images I've seen and can't show you could have easily have been from the Gooper Blooper Team project, but that Japanese text in the second image it leads me to believe this is from Kojima's studio, or at least a Japanese dev in general. Look, there's no way there's not a Silent Hill game in development right now. There's no way. The franchise has been peddled for merchandise constantly over the last year, and with Heather and Pyramid Head in Dead by Daylight, it's gotta mean something. And the leak being DMCA'd? Wow. Is it me, or is it starting to get very foggy in here? This is Aiko from Vidya News Now, the only name in gaming news that you can trust.